Well, hello again, church. We're trying to work. You can tell this is live. We're trying to get some technical difficulties worked out, but hopefully you're with us now and you stuck around long enough. Each week I want to, at least for the near future, just connect with you and give you an update every Tuesday and Thursday. You know we post regularly Monday, Wednesday, Friday on our Facebook page and Instagram, but just to be able to touch base live and these are certainly unique times that we're in, and we know that in Hebrews chapter 10 we're reminded to not give up meeting together, and that's what we're trying to do, to not give up meeting together. But it's a challenge, isn't it? It's difficult when we're it's supposed to be at home and not going to work and doing things remotely. And one of the things that is clear is that a screen doesn't replace a person. And so we're doing the best we can, but we recognize this is not ideal, and we're in it together though. So one of the things that we want to do is just to keep our focus where it ought to be, and not get stuck on the negative. In that same passage where it says don't give up meeting together, that's Hebrews chapter 10:25, but down in verse 35 it says this: so do not throw away your confidence. And I want to encourage you this morning, don't throw away your confidence in the Lord. That's right before we roll into Hebrews chapter 11. And Hebrews chapter 11 is all about faith. And this is definitely a season for us to exercise our faith. In Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1, it says, now faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see. So let me ask you a question today. Are you sure of the promises of God? Those are the things we hope for. Are you certain for things that you don't see yet? But are you sure that the Lord loves you, even though in the season where we're making all these changes, it may seem difficult to see that? So I just want to encourage us to be people of faith and to be the church. You know, it's been said that light shines brightest in the darkest of times. And so it's an opportunity for us as people of faith to allow the light of Christ to shine bright through us. I want to give you just maybe a couple of suggestions. I know Jonathan has made available to families resources that will help them while we're kind of separated from one another. Like that, lean into those resources, use those. You have the opportunity for maybe like you've never had before, for family time. And so although it's rainy today, get outside, take a walk, use the trails, the things that are around, and spend some time together as a family, rediscovering one another maybe, because it's been a while since you've been together like this ever before. I also want to remind you that our community groups are continuing to meet. They're doing that virtually, and I know that the leaders all have those mechanisms in place, and so definitely tag in with your community group. If you're part of VCC and you are not in a community group, it may not be ever easier to join one. So just reach out to us and let us know that you'd like to tag in, and we'll get you connected up with a community group that you can be a part of, especially in this season. As you know, last week we pivoted the Panera Distribution and our partnership with the Panera Donation Program, and we are also partnering with other churches in our area. So today from noon to 3 at Willowbrook Church, right on High Street there, they will have the Panera Distribution, and you can stop by or let your friends and neighbors know. It's a great opportunity as well, maybe to pick up something a little bit extra and deliver that to a friend or neighbor and just let them know, hey, God's caring for us, even though it looks a little bit different. Tomorrow, Wednesday, the Panera pickup will be here from noon to 3, and so we encourage you to stop by sometime between noon and 3. And speaking of tomorrow, we're going to be setting up a virtual, but all of us together, prayer meeting at noon on Wednesday. And we're still getting all the pieces in place for this, but we'd love you to join us for a time of prayer and fasting. So what I'm encouraging you to do is to set aside that lunch hour, set aside the food, and let's turn our attention to praying for one another, praying for the situation, and praying for the challenges that are in front of us. So join us for that tomorrow at noon, and again, set aside your lunch and let's focus on the meat of the Word and spending time praying together. All right. If you have any needs, certainly contact the church office. Thanks for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow right around noon.